Hey Tigers, welcome back to another episode of TSC Talks here on Tiger Sports Central. My name is Jack Slayton, and as always, I'm joined by
David Montgomery.
All right, run it back. Yep. All right.
Who's running this camera, bro?
All right, are we good? All right. Hey Tigers, welcome back to another episode of TSC Talks here on Tiger Sports Central. My name is Jack Slayton, and as always, I'm joined by
David Montgomery.
Torian Daniels.
Ethan Murphy.
Thank you guys for joining us for a very special edition of TSC Talks. In today's episode, we are going to go over every single award that the NFL gives out at the big NFL honors ceremony thingy. I think it's Thursday. So we're going to give our predictions and kind of just who we think should win these awards. So I guess, Torian, if you want to kick us off with your Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, this is honestly an easy pick, Pro Bowler, brought his team down from poverty. Shedeur Sanders, prime time, legendary. He's Offensive Rookie of the Year, Pro Bowler.
Really?
I mean, it's hard to argue with the Pro Bowl. With a Pro Bowl quarterback, it's hard to argue.
I saw Justin Fields got a Pro Bowl nod too.
He's a good quarterback.
Okay, fair enough.
Not from a good college, but he's a good quarterback.
All right, Javen?
The wide receiver from the Panthers.
Teddy McMillan.
Yeah, there you go. Good pick. Ethan?
It seemed like it was going to be the runaway pick for Emeka Egbuka, but he's the first wide receiver to be washed in his rookie year, so it doesn't go to him. I'm going to have to agree with Javen here. I mean, Teddy McMillan kind of solidified himself as the number one in a system where there were a lot of competitive guys, so, kudos to you.
Like who? Leggett?
Yeah, he separated himself from those guys.
Oh, okay. Like Xavier Leggett.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. My Offensive Rookie of the Year is going to be Tyler Shugg. I know a lot of people think Jackson Dart, but I'm going with the Louisville guy who I think is going to lead the Saints to greatness. And in Saints history, we'll look back on him as the same way that we look at Drew Brees. Next up, Torian, your Defensive Rookie of the Year.
As speaking of legendary, Travis Hunter. He's a legendary guy. Plays both sides of the ball. He can route your number one cornerback up, and he can lock down your number one receiver. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not many guys that can do that.
I hate to interrupt you, but don't you feel that it's crucial that the Defensive Rookie of the Year plays a lot of games?
You can't control that. In the games he did play, though, lockdown and would score touchdowns.
Really?
You can't teach that. That's
touchdowns
just pure
plural?
ability.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. I thought he only scored one.
You just don't be watching then. You don't be watching greatness then.
Oh, that's my fault. Javen?
It's a different Rookie of the Year. Carson.
Schlesinger?
Yeah, Schlesinger.
Yeah, Carson Schlesinger. Yeah.
Debatable.
You want to elaborate on that before I get into my expert
It's just
pick?
Travis Hunter. I mean.
Okay. I guess I have to introduce myself, but my Defensive Rookie of the Year, I think, is a pick that I haven't heard from anybody. He was silent in his production, but he was really good at it. And I'm going to go with Mason Graham. He was part of a great rookie class, great rookie class by Cleveland. I mean, there were so many great players on that team defensively and offensively. I mean, you got Shedeur, but, I think that he was able to do the things that people weren't able to do along in his draft class, in a situation where he thought he was going to go to Jacksonville but went to Cleveland. That's a complete switch. And for him to play as well as he has, I got to give it to him.
Okay. I mean, I think Javen has the best take of anybody here. It's Carson Schlesinger. I mean, you look at the betting odds, he is just the runaway favorite. The Browns have actually put together a really, really good rookie class, and I'm excited to see what they're able to do for their future. Next up, before we get into Coach of the Year, we are going to give our Assistant Coach of the Year predictions. This is a big award that has lots of stakes involved. Torian, who is your Assistant Coach of the Year?
Definitely Kelvin Sampson. I think that's his name. Honestly, I could be messing it up. But Lions defensive coordinator, I mean, he worked with what he had. We had our whole secondary out, and we still just fought hard. He knows how to make good teams. He knows how to make just tough players that will fight through anything. So I got him.
Javen?
I skip because I don't know nothing but no assistant coach, man.
It's the only one I do.
You don't know any assistant coaches?
No.
They're such an integral part of a team, though.
Yeah,
He thinks Kelvin Sampson, too.
Okay. Ethan?
Yeah, I'm going with the guy that was so good at his job, he got a promotion. I'm going with Joe Brady.
Oh.
Yeah, he got his head coach fired for no apparent reason other than the fact that they sucked in the playoffs. But Joe Brady got the job. It was an in-house hire, and kudos to him. He got a head coaching job, took his boss's job.
He's for the Bills.
Yeah, I mean, like, that doesn't happen often. How many people in the workplace can say, "Oh, I took my boss's job," in the peak of his performances? So, give me Joe Brady as my coach, my assistant of the year.
Yeah, I mean, just touching on the Joe Brady situation, when coaches, especially assistant coaches, since they are such an integral part of a team, when they get promoted to head coach, historically it has never worked out. And I think the Bills would have been better off with Phillip Rivers. But
That's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous to say that.
So my assistant coach of the year, this is another one. It's kind of like Swessinger. It's Josh McDaniels. He's the old coach of the Raiders, and now he's on the Patriots. He's just the guy for me. I mean, the Patriots, they've looked good, so I'll go with them. Torian, who's your coach of the year?
I honestly forgot his name, but the Patriots head coach.
Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, Mike Vrabel. It's got to be him. I mean, it's his first year coming in, first year, and you're going to the Super Bowl. I think the Titans should have kept him. Obviously, I think seeing that now, people know that, but definitely him.
Okay. Ethan?
I'm going to go with the Seahawks coach. It's McDaniel. I don't know his first name. Came from the Michigan coaching tree.
It's Mike, ain't it?
I think so. I'm not too sure. But, he's done a really good job, I think, in his 2 years. I mean, last year the Seahawks weren't even that bad. I mean, they were 10-7 last year. I just think that they fell into mediocrity. That's why not many people talked about them. But, I mean, this year they've really jumped out and have become the Super Bowl favorite. Obviously, we'll touch on that in a later episode. But I think that the job he was given and the performance he's given as a coach, I think the players love him. Other coaches love him. I think he's the coach of the year for me.
Okay, so my coach of the year, this is somebody who I don't necessarily like. I think he's a little cocky sometimes, and he really gives off that, like, Lions. Like, the reason I dislike the Lions, I always thought it was because of Dan Campbell, but it was really because of Ben Johnson. I'm going to go with Ben Johnson. I don't like Ben Johnson, but I think that, you look at how terrible the Chicago Bears are, just that roster, that quarterback. The only bright spot they have is Kyle Monungai. They made a guy, Colston Loveland, from a terrible college, just a terrible player.
National champion.
Second best tight end in his class. But somehow, didn't he go over Tyler Warren
for
in
good
the
reason?
draft?
You're speaking like a true Packers fan right now.
I am a Packers fan.
Full ignorance coming out of your mouth right now.
But I respect Ben Johnson for the fact that he's able to take a bad team and make it good. So for that reason, I'm going with Ben Johnson. Next up, Torian, who is your offensive player of the year?
Smith and Jigba. I think it's got to be.
I agree.
Just the stats he's put up, not out of nowhere, but I don't think anybody saw it coming. Him being like the best receiver in the league, so Smith and Jigba.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. I think that it wasn't as much as his production leaped as it was how quick it happened.
Mm-hmm.
He went from being like maybe arguably top 10, top 15 to being like the unanimous number one in an All-Pro. So I think that he's the offensive player of the year.
Yep, I agree with you guys. I'm not gonna disagree with you guys because I think that's just a true statement, and I think we can say the same for these next two. Defensive player of the year, Torian?
Myles Garrett, got to be.
Yeah.
Most sacks in a year. You can't argue that. These two right here. If you think something else, you're just wrong statistically.
You just want to argue.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said it well. Sack record, that's not something that happens very often. And in the level he did it, how they practically had to triple team him at times. That's how good he is. So I think he's going to run away with that award.
Yep. I'm going with Myles Garrett. Before we get into MVP, Torian, who is your comeback player of the year?
You already know, Lions fan over here. We got Aiden Hutchinson, comeback player of the year. Just brutal injury, leg in half last year. And he comes back and he's in the running for defensive player of the year. So it's just a good comeback right there.
Okay.
I got Christian McCaffrey.
There you go. Ethan?
We've had a lot of takes on this show, and we've said a lot, but one thing is consistent. And I'm going to stay with my pick that I made, my hot take from all those months ago. My comeback player of the year is Carson Wentz. Now, I know a lot of you are going to wince and a lot of you all are going to laugh, but, the level of production he was given for a team that was as inconsistent as Minnesota, I think that he has found a home. He's my comeback player of the year.
Ethan, you said Minnesota is inconsistent. I feel like the only thing inconsistent about Minnesota is their QB performance.
Well, you saw what they did after he got injured. I think if he was able to, even out the balance and make sure nobody else really got that job, we would have been talking about a whole different circumstance.
So you think just like him just playing subpar, like below average?
What is he coming back from also? Just being bad?
Journeyman. Joe Flacco got the award. He was a journeyman. Then he solidified himself in Cleveland. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, not everyone will.
It'll be okay.
I'm not worried about it.
All right, we'll see Thursday for the big NFL honors. My comeback player of the year, this is a difficult one. I'm stuck between two people. But I'm going with one of my favorite players of all time, the GOAT, Aaron Rodgers. You could say, what did he come back from? He came back from the Jets. That right there is enough to just...
Is he in the running?
No.
Well, he should be. So I'm going with Rodgers. The Steelers, sure, like you'd say mediocrity, whatever. He took that team and led them.
He took that team to do what they do every
He took a mediocre
year.
team and made them more mediocre.
Yeah, he did. He took that team to do something they've done the last 15 years.
But he revitalized his career. He went from New York, where everybody was counting him out, and everybody said he sucked, and people like Ethan would just hate on him for no reason.
What did he
and
do?
now
different
Aaron
conversation.
Rodgers gets to lead the Steelers with Mike McCarthy to a Super Bowl next year.
If Aaron Rodgers is touching the NFL field next year, I'm never watching the game again.
Well, I guess say goodbye to your Lions because you're never watching another game.
This would be a different discussion if the Steelers were a top 3 seed. They were the lowest division winner, put up a whopping 6 points in the playoffs.
Shouldn't even been in the playoffs.
They really shouldn't. I just think that it's a ridiculous statement.
Yeah, that line fell apart on Rodgers. Rodgers is doing everything he could, but he's a lot like Jared Goff. He's not very mobile and he's old. It's hard.
So you think Jared Goff should win comeback player of the year?
No,
too, or no,
no, not at all.
Just Aaron Rodgers.
I was just talking about how Jared Goff's like a statue. Since Rodgers is really old, he's kind of like a statue. He kind of just like stands there sometimes. And when that line is collapsing around him, he gets sacked a lot. And I don't think that's anything Rodgers could do about it. But my comeback player is Aaron Rodgers.
But before we start, never say anything about my take again.
Excuse me?
Never say anything bad about, like my take was.
About you thinking Carson Wentz should be the...
March Madness in a month.
Oof. I also remember one take. I don't know if we're going to get another chance to reminisce, but Torian, didn't you say the Jets were going to be like the 5 seed?
Yeah.
Hey, man, that was early in the year.
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
You probably said some questionable stuff early in the year.
I've never said anything questionable.
All right. Well, on to MVP. I got Matthew Stafford winning MVP. He's just what he's doing at this age, leading his team, leading the freaking QBs in like every stat. He's just the GOAT. And it really takes, talk about comeback player of the year. What he's had to come back from being on the Lions during just a terrible time. He should win comeback player of the year every year that he
But Rodgers shouldn't?
Dude, be quiet, bro. I'm talking. He should win comeback player of the year every single year that he's outside the Lions. What he had to go through with them. So, I got Matthew Stafford MVP.
Yeah, it's either Matthew Stafford or Drake May.
Yeah, and I just don't think Drake May I think he's good. I just don't think he's MVP good yet. I just got Matthew Stafford.
I don't think they played a really, a solid team to prove, a solid-round team to prove something.
There you go. Ethan?
Yeah, a lot like what Javen said. I think that the only reason that Matthew Stafford's my MVP is because Drake May just never really proved himself against the great teams. Matthew Stafford played great against every game he played against the Seahawks. That was the top defense in the league, and week after week he had great performances. And I think that he's probably the best quarterback to age as well as he has, maybe besides Brady, and definitely the best older quarterback in the league right now.
Yeah, he's better than Rodgers right now. but
Overall, he's still better than.
he's better than Rodgers overall.
Yep. He's
Right now, you're saying that Matthew Stafford has a better career than Aaron Rodgers. That is just, that's an, Ethan, I see you smirking. That
Debates can. It's a long off season, guys. You know, those months in March and April, we'll talk about basketball. But I mean, there's chances to debate this in future
It's not
episodes.
even much of debate, honestly. You know what I mean?
What about the MVPs?
Matthew Stafford's about to get one. Same amount of Super Bowls.
Rodgers has more MVPs.
Oh, that is true. Same amount of Super Bowls.
I mean, what are we talking about?
I don't know, man.
It's,
Look, this would be a great debate topic for a future episode in the off season. What do you all think?
Yep. That sounds like a great idea.
I know.
Now, MVP, this is between two people. This is between Drake May, who recently, I'm not sure if you guys said, he talked about in a press conference how he looks up to Aaron Rodgers and how Aaron Rodgers was such a great guy and so caring. I just wanted to put that out there to show that more people actually love Aaron Rodgers like me. I know for you guys who are watching at home, it makes it seem like everybody hates Aaron Rodgers, but that's not the truth. It's just these three people don't like Aaron Rodgers.
no, you just like, you know.
Well, he's been my team's quarterback for years.
So is Matthew Stafford, but you don't see me just like going crazy on
Well,
him right here.
You see me doing that,
We don't
so
wait
that's
for you.
Aaron Rodgers
Yeah.
for me. My MVP, it's Matthew Stafford. They've already summed up everything, but somebody who I think deserves to get it that is not going to get it is Dak Prescott. See, that's also going to get laughs, but I mean, you could say George Pickens and CD were a big help to him.
Myles Garrett deserves it more than Dak Prescott.
Yeah, but it's a QB award.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you look at that Cowboys team. I mean, they started doing better, but that defense was so bad. Like those corners, that secondary, it was just terrible. And Dak Prescott, I mean, he kept them in like every single game. Like that Packers
He didn't win
game.
it, though.
What?
He didn't win every single game.
I know, but he did everything he could.
I think that's the reason he's out of it. It's just
Yeah,
team
they
success
just-
is a big factor
Yeah,
into
they're just
MVP.
not good.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to win. I just think he deserves an award of that caliber because he's somebody else who just gets a lot of hate nonstop. People are like, turnover, all this. I think it's just because he's on Dallas. He's a great guy, and he's a good football player. So, yeah, are there any other awards or superlatives you guys would like to give out to any players in the National Football League?
Best backup quarterback goes to Mac Jones.
Yeah, I know. Had a career resurgence. He's gonna have work in a different team.
Mm-hmm. And Malik Willis.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Any other superlatives you guys want to give out?
Not particularly, no. I
Best
think.
team, Detroit Lions.
Okay, a couple I want to give out. The first, I want to give Amazing Quarterback Award to Jordan Love. He's a great quarterback.
He's horrible.
It's not an award.
Second, I want to give FedEx Air and Ground Player of the Year, or FedEx Ground Player of the Year, to Christian Watson. Even though he's not a running back, he runs the ball on the ground. So
Because he can't catch a ball.
he can catch a ball.
Terrible receiver.
Terrible receiver. Christian Watson's better than Jamison Williams.
It's just not true, honestly.
That is true.
Look at the stats.
What's wrong, Ethan?
Well,
What's wrong?
nothing. What happened?
Well, what's your answer to the question?
What was the question? Sorry, I fell asleep. It was a little boring.
Oh, okay. All right. Ethan, what's your answer?
Huh? I don't know what the question was. What was the question? Sorry.
Well,
I kind
we'll
of
answer the
I
question.
doze off when people talk a little too much.
We'll answer the question on our next episode, so feel free to stay tuned for that. Once again, I know it was another episode of Aaron Rodgers getting hated on for no reason. So for those Rodgers faithful out there, I'm sorry. I defend Rodgers with everything that I can. And even Aaron Rodgers, if you're out there watching, just know that you are my favorite quarterback ever, and Ethan Murphy hates you.
Aaron Rodgers probably out there beating up some grandma right now. Because that's
What?
what he does.
That's not ridiculous.
That
That's
does not seem like something
If
Aaron
that,
Rodgers
if
would
that came on the news right now, I wouldn't even be surprised. It's like, oh, he did something crazy.
No, Rodgers wouldn't do that.
April Fools.
That's something like, who would do that?
I think we should end the episode.
Yeah.
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like a really terrible person.
I mean, you see what them Green Bay quarterbacks do after their playing days. I mean, they go crazy.
They
do they
do.
not? I mean,
They
like
do.
we
What
the
did-
last two.
What did Bart Starr do? He wrote a book and then
Nobody even knows who that is.
You don't know
He's
Bart
a
Starr?
nobody. He's a nobody.
He's more successful than any quarterback in Lions history.
Cap.
Bart Starr's like Jerry West. He played with like plumbers and firemen.
Okay, well Bart Starr is more successful than any quarterback in Lions history.
Matthew Stafford.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
Okay.
just stupid though. Like
that's
you're-
not stupid.
Everything coming out of your mouth this episode has been absolutely like just stupid.
That is not true.
It has been.
That is your opinion.
All right, well,
And
this
your
is
opinion is wrong.
That is your opinion.
I'm gonna take initiative. This is the end of the episode. Thank you for watching. Bye. Okay.